22 minutes past 7 this morning on Tuesday, the 12th of October, which also is World Arthritis Day. And I'm so pleased to say at the moment that I'm joined by Sarah Greener of Versus Arthritis. Good morning, Sarah. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. All the better for talking to you and learning a little bit more about arthritis. As someone that's kind of been involved in the care industry and the advice industry, it's something I've come across a little bit, but not to the same extent that you have. And just want to, who are you, Sarah, and why are you here talking to us this morning?
So my name's Sarah. I'm the Pembrokeshire Services Coordinator at Versus Arthritis. I started working at the organisation last November, and I absolutely love it. It's really good. Yeah.
Good, good. And so you've been there relatively, well, no, last November, did you say? So it's coming up to a year already.
Yeah.
That's flown by, despite the circumstances. And the first thing off the bat, it's World Arthritis Day. And for those that might not know, just how many people are impacted by arthritis on a daily basis?
So in the UK, arthritis is actually the biggest cause of disability. So there are around 10 million people in the UK with arthritis, and in Wales there are over 880,000 people with arthritis. So it is a huge number of people.
That is a staggering number of people. And I don't think many people would have actually kind of anticipated that. The 10 million people in the UK, just shy of a million in Wales alone. Our population isn't that great here. So it's impacting a lot of people. And what is arthritis?
So arthritis describes pain, swelling, and stiffness in one or more joints. It's not actually a single condition. It actually includes many different types, such as conditions like gout, ankylosing spondylitis, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, psoriatic arthritis, and many more. But arthritis itself isn't just a single condition. It's more like an umbrella of the different conditions.
And it's a very large umbrella at that, isn't
Yes.
it? It's something that does encompass so many other things. And organizations like yourself, Versus Arthritis, they're there to help people with any of those kind of signs and symptoms. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, absolutely. We're here to help anyone with any musculoskeletal condition, including fibromyalgia, lupus, joint hypermobility syndrome, and so many more as well. So we're really here to help people. And people don't even have to have a diagnosis to have help from us. If people are experiencing pain in joints or fatigue, we're happy to help wherever we can.
Oh,
So we
that's
really want to help as many people as
That's
we can.
fantastic, and we'll get on to the support that versus arthritis can provide to people. But first of all, what are the myths surrounding arthritis? A lot of people think, clicking your fingers and growing old, it's all part of growing old. But that's not necessarily the whole picture, is it?
No, so that's actually our first myth, is that only older people get arthritis, when actually two-thirds of people with arthritis are under the age of 65. And in the UK, there are nearly 3 million people with arthritis who are under 35 as well. So
Wow.
it really is a condition that can affect people of any age, including children. Um,
That's that's and I think that's just blown my mind. Under 35, the huge proportion there with arthritis as well, and of course because it covers such a wide remit, that's part of the reason why, I suppose.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And you mentioned that was your first myth. What's your second myth?
The second myth is arthritis is quite often dismissed as not being serious, whereas 8 out of 10 people who have arthritis actually experience pain every day, which has a huge impact. That combined with fatigue can steal independence, it can take away ability to work, to socialize. And it makes people feel like a burden. And actually, many people with arthritis don't even admit to their friends and family what it's really like as well.
Oh, wow. So it can become very isolating to live with the
Yeah,
disease because you don't want to be that person that always has to say, oh, no, I can't today. And they might not necessarily admit to it, particularly if they are younger and that they're
yeah,
still expected to live in the normal way.
yeah.
Because there's lots of aids and adaptations that can help, like grip handles and things like that. Have you seen in the short time that you've been with the organization a kind of an increase in people being more open about it with there being less of a stigma attached to disability, or is it still something that people have difficulty coming to terms with?
It's still something people have difficulty coming to terms with. We actually have like a weekly free virtual support group for people in Pembrokeshire to join, and we've got sort of face-to-face groups, sort of hoping to start soon as well. And in those groups, people tend to be more open about it because everyone there has a form of arthritis. So it is sort of people can share their experiences, but I don't think it's quite at the thing where everyone's really open about it yet.
No. And then you mentioned there's some of the support services that you have. Who are you? Like, what is the organisation that you represent? And tell us a little bit about how you can support others.
So the organisation is Versus Arthritis. Versus Arthritis is a merger of Arthritis Research UK and Arthritis Care. So those charities merged a couple of years ago. Versus Arthritis is across the whole country, so Wales, Northern Ireland, England, and Scotland. I cover Pembrokeshire, which I love because I've brought up in Pembrokeshire and it's very close to my heart. So I love helping people in Pembrokeshire. And people we support. I work with adults, however, we do have a young person and families team who are amazing, and they help children, teenagers, and their families as well with arthritis. But I
Fantastic.
work with adults with arthritis as well.
Fantastic. And you've got a new project out at the moment, the Kutch Project. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So we work with Kutch stands for Communities Working Together Can Help. It's funded by the Welsh Government, and it aims to work with adults with arthritis along with their carers to help people really live well with arthritis. We offer free support for adults with arthritis or any musculoskeletal condition. It is across Wales, so even if you've got listeners who aren't in Pembrokeshire today, more than welcome to get some support. So we can offer you support groups. So they might be virtual, they might be face-to-face, depending on whereabouts in Wales you are. We can also offer free one-to-one support over the phone where you might talk to one of our volunteers, you might talk to me, and talk sort of more in depth about things that maybe you're finding difficult. And we can sort of signpost you to information. We can signpost you to other services in the county as well. So we've got loads of free information booklets on our website as well that absolutely anyone can order. So they're really good. So I encourage people to go on the Versus Arthritis website and have a look at the information booklets. And in terms of Kutch as well, we're also it's really exciting at the moment because we're really recruiting volunteers. So we've got volunteer roles across Pembrokeshire that we're looking for, sort of to run or help to run support groups. Helping at like information stands, helping to give talks, and sort of giving one-to-one support over the phone. So there really is so many opportunities for so many people, opportunities that you don't have to leave the house, opportunities that you might want to get out and about. So it really is flexible as well.
Fantastic. And you just mentioned there that the volunteer roles, that they don't have to be people that have had arthritis themselves. It could just be anyone that wants to help and think they've got skills and expertise that could provide extra support for those with arthritis in the county.
Yeah, and we give full support and we can help training. So when I started, I didn't know that much about arthritis, and I've sort of picked it up. So you don't even have to have a lot of expertise, just a willingness to help and want to get involved.
Amazing. And for those that might not have the time to volunteer to get involved at the moment, the last 2 years, or around about 2 years, has seen lots of elective surgeries and lots of surgeries take a back seat. And you've got another campaign on the go at the moment as well, haven't you, to try and alleviate the pain that some are suffering through surgery?
Yes, absolutely. So this World Arthritis Day, we would like you to join with us to make arthritis impossible to ignore. So across the UK, there are hundreds and thousands of people facing long waits for joint surgery. And during these waits, lives are completely put on hold. So it really needs to be a priority to tackle these urgent waiting lists. So now we want you to help us get politicians to hold the government to account and get answers about how any new funding will be spent, and ensure that no one left waiting for surgery is just left alone as well. So Pembrokeshire, this is where we need your help. Please visit www.versusarthritis.org/mypaindemands. And that if you go on there, you can send a pre-written letter to your member of the Senedd. So you don't have to do the work, it's already done. You can personalize it on the bottom if you've got experience, but there's no pressure to. And also, if you're on social media, please join in the conversation on social media today using hashtag #MyPainDemands and hashtag World Arthritis Day.
My Pain Demands. So that's your big call today for everyone to get involved, whether you have arthritis or not, whether you can volunteer or not. That's something simple that they can do, is log onto that website and get in touch with their MP and say what's going to happen with the hundreds of thousands of people in Wales that are suffering with this condition.
Yes, absolutely. So
Fantastic.
Please do get involved and please help spread the word, especially on World Arthritis Day as well.
Amazing. I've just put up on the screen there, if anyone would like any further information or any of the services in Wales, then they can phone the Wales team on 0800 756 3970 or email walessupport@versusarthritis.org. Sarah, is there any last words that you want to provide on this World Arthritis Day?
No, just that, it's a great day to do some action, whether that's volunteering, whether that's, reaching out for some support, or whether it's joining us on social media with our hashtags, or writing the campaign letter. So it's a great day to get involved. Let's make World Arthritis Day really special.
Amazing. Let's make World Arthritis Day really special. Let those millions of people in the UK know that there are those that are trying to fight their corner and understand a little bit more as to what they're going through, because it can be very mystifying that you can't see joint pain. It's not like a broken leg or anything along those lines. You can't see it. And yeah, to know that people are trying to increase their understanding is going to go a long way to making sure that people feel included and less of a burden to those around them. Sarah, thank you so much for your time this morning. This video is going to stay up on our Facebook page. It's also on our Twitter and on our YouTube as well. And if you want to listen to the whole episode, you can go back on our podcast tomorrow and listen back. And you can contact Versus Arthritis on the contact details on the screen if you go to our social media as well. So, Sarah, thank you so much for your time. And
thank you, Tom.
Have a great busy day on this World Arthritis Day.
Thank you.
Up next, we're going to have The Weekend with Take My Breath.